We hop off the ferry and into Wisteria.
And then we try to figure out what these pile of logs are.
It's hard to describe Pompeii, an overwhelming experience.
And was Easter Sunday the right day to drive around Rome and find a happy detour? Two empty nesters and one brave dog. We're Casey, Rodney, and Salsa. Currently, we're traveling through Europe, navigating the Schengen Shuffle in our motorhome, Holland. We are sharing real travel life highs and the happy detours along the way. Please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, make sure you bookmark our webpage, and follow us on Facebook at Empty Nest Adventures TV. Okay, so we took the ferry from Sicily back over to mainland Italy. I don't know if they say mainland Italy here or not.
Into Italy.
But we're back on the main part of Italy. We drove for about 30 minutes after the ferry ride.
After the ferry, it wasn't a bad ride.
We got to what is really a wonderful camping spot.
This is a fantastic camping ground.
Yes, yeah, very beautiful. We'll throw some footage in of the campsite that we're here, and it was very crowded.
Yes, we have people, and there are people from Ireland, so they speak English, and the host, he speaks some English, and it's just. Oh, it's been wonderful. And
there was a couple from Canada here.
Oh, yes, Canada. And, of course, they speak English.
Yep. So
we actually got some social time.
So if our voices sound a little hoarse, it's because we've been talking so much.
We've just had each other to talk to for so long now.
Yes. So today we're going to make it about halfway up to Pompeii.
Yes. That's where we're headed, is Pompeii.
Yep. So that'll be probably our next highlight on our trip. The first day we left the last campsite, we went about 2 hours.
Yep.
We stopped in the middle at a kind of a familiar place. It was actually across the highway from where we stopped on our way to Sicily, and we got those great paninis.
Oh, yes. It was great.
Unfortunately, there was not a place
have them at this time.
on the northbound side.
No.
So we just ate what we had on hand, and we headed
up. The advantages of going with your kitchen.
Yes, yes. And then we headed to probably, I would say it's been one of the most interesting parking places that we've parked at so far.
Yeah.
It looked that way on the Park for Night review.
Uh-huh.
And so we got there, and the final kind of little road there felt like a bike path.
It did. It was pretty narrow, but the camper fit perfectly.
Yeah, right down it. Yeah.
It was kind of one way.
Just
small.
Yeah, single lane. Ends in a little park area that is an area where bikers take off to bike and stuff like that.
They do.
Had a big round concrete circle.
We parked on.
Yes, that you're supposed to park your camper on. Someone in the comments of Park for Night said it might be a helipad.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever seen a helipad before.
And they kind of said it was creepy. It was not at all.
No, it was.
There was a playground, a little church behind us, a big playground. The dog had a blast playing ball. Finally,
Salsa got to play some more ball there.
Yeah.
And we noticed this thing that looked like a pile of logs.
Yeah,
up on the hill.
It was a giant stack of logs.
Yeah. You even said something about, wow, someone really packed in the firewood.
Yeah.
Or something. Because we could see snow.
Yep.
Because that
up
final leg of that drive, we started seeing snow, and we were getting up, 700 meters?
We got up to about 750 meters.
In elevation. So we spent the night there. It was pretty quiet. The only problem was the light we were parked underneath there.
Ooh, blinked.
Yeah, flickered.
Flickered on and off and constant. So we don't know if there was something wrong with it, or if they put it there to kind of deter campers. I don't know. Well, but somebody else parked behind us.
So the deterrence isn't working because someone else showed up and parked behind us.
And it is a fantastic spot. It's on a bike path, a beautiful bike path.
So we, and talking about the bike path, they had this interesting device there.
They had
tools. You could change your tires.
They had a row of tools. They had plug-ins for your electric bike, so you could plug it in. It was phenomenal.
Yep.
It was very very nice.
So we investigated the pile of logs.
Yes.
And found out that is kind of a combination.
It's like a tourist center coffee shop. I wouldn't say restaurant.
What they refer to as a bar around here.
Yeah, like a coffee shop, but it had food. And like a school. They had a school bus came in.
Yep, school group was
so
there.
like an education center, like what you might have outside of a campground that has of a national park.
Yeah, there was a national park kind of in that area,
Yeah.
so that's what it was kind of the starting point for
Exactly.
that. So, but it was very cool inside and out.
Very
interesting
and the,
architecture.
Oh, the pastries and the coffee.
Yes. Yeah, we took a couple sandwiches
Wonderful.
for the road.
Yes.
So we got our paninis eventually.
Yeah.
At that point, and so we went on up the road, and we stopped just at a gas station, just to have
Had
lunch.
our paninis.
About halfway through. Pretty busy gas station, and then we came on the way up here to Pompeii. Fortunately, camping Spartacus is less than 2 kilometers from the highway, so
Yes.
not much zigzagging to get in
Easy
here.
to get to.
When we first got to camping Spartacus, we were told that the restaurant on the campground would be open.
That night.
It was the next night, I think.
Oh, was it
the second
the
night? Yeah, that we were
I
there.
thought we went the second
And we thought, she's telling everybody that it's going to be very crowded.
Yeah.
So we didn't really want to go, but then we realized that we're not Italian, so we don't eat dinner at 8 to 10 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
8 to 10 p.m. is
Yes.
when they eat dinner.
Yeah.
This one likes dinner at 5.
Yeah. So we went about 6 o'clock, I think it was.
Yes.
And we were the only ones there. I think there was another couple.
Another couple came in while we were eating.
Yeah, while we were eating. And I think this is one of the rare occasions that we have pictures of food before we ate it.
Yes.
So-
You got spaghetti carbonara.
Yes.
And I got bolognese.
Yes.
Which, it was really good.
And that's all you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
When-
no other.
You don't get the salad and the bread like you do in the States. You order the spaghetti, you get the spaghetti. If you want a salad, you have to order a salad and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But normally, if you order spaghetti bolognese, you get a bowl of
Yes.
spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah. And then to top it off,
I had limoncello. Let me explain. They
I had
had
a little bit of it too. so-
yes,
but-
you did. They had it there. They made it there. They made some, and we had had some before, and it was so good. And I kept thinking, oh, I want to buy some. But I tasted it, and it wasn't as good as the last one. And the last one was like in a grocery store. So
Okay.
I think I might buy that one instead before we leave. But
all right.
it was good. Limoncello is really
Yeah,
good.
it is very, very good. Yeah,
Yes.
probably dangerous too, but probably not as bad as Rocky was. Rocky, yeah, that was.
Ooh, that was tough in
yeah,
Albania.
Yeah. So,
was tough.
and then before we left, you had to have a little fun with the little car that was parked in the restaurant.
The little traditional Italian, we see them in all the movies, the little car inside the restaurant. And I had to go over and take my picture with it. I keep telling him I want to bring one back.
Yes. Yeah.
They're
Not much
so
bigger than a
cute.
golf cart.
No.
Really.
So I was
was-
so happy.
which was
Washer
nice.
and dryer.
Yes.
And the shower facilities were
Yep.
really nice hot water. Gonna
Yep.
take another shower tonight.
Yep. Not real modern, but
No.
they're certainly passable
Hey,
showers.
hot
for
water.
campers. Yep.
Nice force on the water, and
So we just stopped to do this on our way to the Archeological Park of Pompeii.
right across the street.
Right across the street. It says it's going to take us less than 5 minutes to get to the entrance.
Yay!
Maybe if we're not too tired, maybe you'll see a video from us tonight about our experience in the park. We certainly plan on taking lots of pictures and video.
Yes.
So
We'll see you there.
and it'll just be us. Salsa is not allowed to go because you have to have a dog that's under 10 kilograms.
That
which
you
she
can
is not,
carry.
that you can carry if you need to, which
We can't.
she's not
23 kilograms.
yeah, not much for carrying. So it'll just be us.
Yeah, she
on the
said she's
Pompeii.
in Holly.
Yep, she's gonna guard the house while we're gone. So
Yes.
and don't worry, it's a nice cool day and the vent's open, so she'll be fine.
Yes.
So-
we would never leave her in danger.
Kind of promised that we might do a review of our tour of Pompeii that evening,
Yes.
but we were pretty tired
Oh
from
my
it.
gosh, we were exhausted.
It is an immense site. I mean, it's a city.
We could have taken easy 2 or 3 days there. 2 days, but you could go 2 or 3 days because we went
yeah.
pretty hard that the first day.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have the time to do any more than that, but oh my.
Yeah.
Definitely a must see.
So it's physically exhausting and mentally exhausting and emotionally exhausting.
Emotionally.
Yeah. It's a pretty expansive
If you let
site.
yourself think about how old this city is and what happened.
With it being so big,
Yes.
we had to find places that we just wanted to see while we were there.
Right.
And the thing I wanted to see was the Colosseum.
Yes.
Now, it's not as big as the Colosseum in Rome, but it is older.
Yes.
So it was actually, I think it's like the oldest Colosseum that's still standing, that's around. It was built like 70 BC or something like that.
Pink Floyd played a concert in there. You can look at it.
Yeah, they actually just recorded. They didn't do it because they don't
did
allow
a
people
recording of it.
to sit in there. So that may be something where you've heard about this particular Colosseum before.
It's neat, though.
So, and then the next thing that we discovered was kind of another one of our little happy detours. It was a learning center.
Yes.
That was right next to the Colosseum.
And the Learning Center is where they had, I'm sure everybody's heard about the casts of the people that that passed away when the volcano exploded and were preserved. And they filled the cavities
that were left.
And the bones were still in there, and the cavity was left under the rock and ash, and they filled it with plaster so that you could have the exact replica of the body. And they had several of those on display with kind of the story of where they were found and what they think they were doing.
And it was in the area that was a learning center back 2,000 years ago when it was there. There was like a swimming pool in the middle of it, so they had obviously
it was
physical education
a gymnasium type of thing that they used as a gymnasium and a classroom and a pool and that kind of thing.
Yep. So and the plaster casts were one of the things that we wanted to see because that's one of the big things with Pompeii that's there. Kind of the other thing I think that kind of surprised us on the way there was going through some of the places where people lived and worked, and the fresco painting on the walls.
You've heard about the frescoes that are left, which are the paintings, on the walls and the ceilings. The thing is, some of the houses, I mean, there were just rows and rows of houses, but some of the houses were so preserved that you walked in and you could see this room and you could see how they paint the rooms, and instead of like I hang a picture on my wall at home, they paint a picture on their wall. They didn't hang them, they were just painted into the wall. And the mosaics on the tile floors.
Yeah, the floors,
just beautiful.
Yep. And I mean, there were some places like there was that garden area of Venus, I think it was, that had a big mural on it. You kind of expect it there.
Yeah.
But just in like an everyday house, just some of the work we would do wallpaper now that would make that look, but they hand painted the little details on there. So as we were kind of making our way to the exit back to, and if you've been to Pompeii, you know it's separated into regions.
Yes.
And
8 regions?
8 or 9, I think. And we were focusing on, I think, region 2, 7, and 8.
Yes.
That we went through. And we came up to the first thing we saw that I kind of wanted to see, but I don't remember having, and that was a bathhouse.
Yes.
Yeah. So we came up on a big bathhouse area, and that was pretty impressive to see.
It was very impressive. When you think about it, these are the Romans. They're 2,000 years ago. The United States is getting ready to do their 250th.
Yeah.
And these are 2,000 years ago. They had plumbing, running water. They had heated floors.
Yeah.
I mean,
because they would heat the water for the pools.
Made out of stone.
Yeah, for the baths and stuff, and it would heat the floor as well. So they even had water jets, which I didn't think about. Building up water pressure to jet the water for fountains and stuff. I thought that was
the
pretty.
Technology was amazing for them for 2,000 years ago.
And then we kind of arrived on this big plaza, which probably was the center of town.
Yes.
Back when it was big, kind of wide open area. The street was wider, and you had a great view of Mount Vesuvius.
Yes.
Which was probably even more of an impressive view before it ended it all. He said it was very green, and a lot of it blew off when it had the eruption.
When you look at the mountain, there's like a big peak here, and then like part of the concave, and then the rest of the peak is over here. This whole section blew off.
Yep.
And with some of the pumice stone.
So here's your quick history lesson. It may not be 5 seconds, but it's going to be very short, and you'd appreciate it if you didn't like history in school. Up until about 300 BC, Pompeii was just kind of a dirt road, and I'm going to call it a one-chariot town instead of a one-horse town. And then it aligned with Rome around 300 BC. And that's where basically they built everything. It was in those 300 years because Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. So they had 400 years to build the city. I mean, that's pretty impressive for how much they built in that amount of time. And when it erupted, it was all gone in hours. I mean, buried under 30 meters of pumice, ash, and lava.
And then more ash.
Yeah, and then more. So...
and it happened quick.
And we found in the museum on our way out, when we were going through the museum area, there was like a relief that was a relief about earthquakes.
Yes.
So today we would know we would have some warning because earthquakes and volcano eruptions are related now, but they had no idea back then. So they did not know anything was coming at all.
They had said that initially they probably just thought it was a storm that was coming in.
Yeah. So like we said before, we didn't do the review that night. We're doing it now. I recorded another 10,000 steps on this walk, so that's another
for a lot of
anybody that's keeping track of that we're doing it. So it's very easy numbers to keep track of.
We don't do smaller.
We don't do a whole lot. So and we mentioned before that Salsa couldn't go because
she weighed too much.
The dogs are restricted to 10 kilograms, I think, and a certain height, and she exceeds both of them.
Yeah.
Even though she's a service dog, but here in Italy, they only recognize seeing eye dogs. They don't recognize dogs for other types of things. And we just thought it would be a big problem. So it was a nice, cool day. We popped the vents open, and Salsa was in the camper, and we have a camera that we had connected.
That we watch her.
So, you can watch her now too while we're talking about it.
This is what she does when we're not there.
Yep. So we got that done. We were a little iffy about whether we were going to be able to see Pompeii on that day or the next day because of the weather, but the weather held out for us. It actually a very good day.
It was nice. It was cool. It didn't get hot.
Yep.
It was nice.
To hike 7 kilometers or whatever it was. So we would decide to go ahead and leave the next day.
Now I will say, real quick, the roads are all stone and cobblestone and stuff, where you have to have nice shoes.
Yes.
Your feet will be killing you.
Yeah.
Your feet, your ankles, your back.
Yeah. They did have sidewalks.
Yeah.
But they're narrow,
they're rough too.
And you usually have to go up and on them, and they're not, like the normal steps we're used to. They're very they're taller than.
But that's in my review, so it's still definitely worth it.
Wear comfortable shoes. I think that's a good thing to do. So we went ahead and we checked out a camping Spartacus. That was very convenient for going to the park.
Yep.
And we headed further north. Our plan is that we've been told by artificial intelligence that the best time to go around Rome is actually going to be Easter Sunday afternoon.
Are we going to explain why we're not going to Rome?
And we're not stopping at Rome, number one, because it's Easter Sunday. Number two, there's planning on being protests there.
We have been keeping up with the news, and we are registered with the State Department, and they send us notices. Now, I wanted to go to, being Catholic, I wanted to go to Vatican City and see Vatican City. Our timing being that it's Easter was going to be so crowded, so that was kind of a maybe not.
Yep.
But also seeing the Colosseum and in Rome. However, the State Department, Milan and Rome, Rome especially, lots of warning advisements and, that kind of thing. So we just, for safety reasons, decided that...
Yeah, I'm not sure, if it was Easter Sunday and nothing else was going on, we would probably go either way. It's just bad timing on our part to be there.
Kind of all around.
Kind of the right place, wrong time kind of a thing. So we've headed up north.
Yes.
And that's actually where we're at now.
Right now.
The town is called Anagni, I believe. It's called the City of Popes. So we do have a Vatican City kind of connection by being in this town. And the drive up here wasn't bad. We were on a toll road most of the way, so it's a pretty good highway.
Yes.
So smooth by Italian standards, that's for sure.
Yeah, but then
but our last few kilometers,
the road up here.
Yeah, to get up here. Whew, yeah.
Yeah, a little steep and a little hard.
Little steep, a little narrow, a little tight turns and things like that. So, but
we're not the only ones. We're here with.
Yeah, we made it up here, and this is a newly renovated municipal spot. So it has electric, it has gray and black dump and water refill, it has everything that you need, and it's free. You might remember we stayed in one like this in Italy way back in December, November kind of a thing. But on Park for Night, it still lists this as being closed for repairs. But I think all the repairs are done. They might have some minor things that they're still doing. But
this has been. We came in last night or yesterday, and
right about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and there was like one space. It didn't have electric over in the corner, and we stayed there because all the other spots were full.
Yes,
and there was even some
exchange of spots. While we were
waiting. We kind of woke up this morning and decided, okay, this is a nice place to hang out for a day. We need a day off. You just kind of need one, and we've got an extra day or two.
Yep.
And so we kind of watched, and when somebody pulled out this morning, I was still cooking breakfast, had pancakes in the skillet while he was backing it into a spot with electric.
Yes.
So we were very happy about that. But as soon as other people pull out, others are in. This place is really...
Yeah, there's probably, I'm guessing, maybe 6 or 8 spaces here, like 6 in this area and the 2 on the other side. And there's probably been 10, 12 campers in and out of here while we've been here.
Yeah.
So it's been... And I think
very busy.
Right now, oddly, I think there's like 2 spaces empty. So I'm surprised that while we're sitting here yapping that, a couple RVs haven't pulled in to take them.
I've seen one pull off.
I don't know how they knew because... yesterday, I think 2 pulled out and 2 came in within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just...
The spaces are filling up. I mean, people are coming in and trying to stay and coming in as quick as they're leaving.
Yep. We were in Anagni, Italy. And before we left, we found out that a little bit of information about it.
Yes.
It's also known as the City of Popes.
Yes.
There was like 4 popes in 1 century, like around the 13th century. I was getting to that.
The slap.
So, and then there was some type of territorial dispute between the Pope and
the king.
And a king or monarchy, and it ended up with the Pope being slapped there.
Pow!
So I guess that's
like
a
big deal.
Yeah, I guess that's like the first time or the only time a Pope's ever been slapped. So
and that was when the power shift from the monarchy and the Pope switched.
Yes.
The monarch became higher than the Pope.
Yeah. Yep. So that's your little history lesson about the town that we were in. So, and it was Easter Sunday.
Yes.
So we were leaving that town, and it was right next to a cemetery. So we had some traffic going on there because people visiting the cemetery. The next challenge was going to be that we were heading north around Rome. Remember, Easter Sunday, Rome.
Vatican City.
So we did run into some delays, but it wasn't a very long delay.
No,
and I think at first it said it was 45 minutes. It might have been 20 minutes by the time we got through traffic.
It was really easy.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. So, but we did stop kind of outside of Rome hoping that the Conad grocery store would be open.
Yep.
And it wasn't.
AI said it was open until 2. It was not.
No, it was not open. So, well, thought it might be.
Yes,
but
that's pretty typical.
But still provided a parking lot for us to sit and have lunch.
Yep.
About the only thing really to see there was a church across the street that was kind of interesting, so I took a picture of it. So
yeah.
You'll be able to take a look at that. So we continued on up, and we were going to stay in a town called Santa Severa, which is about 30 or 40 minutes south of where the port of Rome is.
Yes.
It's not really in
Our
Rome.
Our time is ticking up.
Yes. We're counting down because this is Easter Sunday and we're leaving Wednesday.
Yes.
The first parking lot we pulled into was just basically kind of like a dirt field.
Yep.
And it was a parking lot for a restaurant that was on the beach.
Yep.
Pretty crowded, lots of stuff going on, and we could see other campers in another parking lot across the field.
Yes.
In front of a castle.
Yes.
And when I looked that up at Park for Night, it said you had to pay €4 a night. When we got there, it said €5 a night. But the barricade was up. Nobody was taking a ticket, so I guess parking was free over Easter weekend.
Yeah.
So we pulled in there. Again, reminding you, it's Easter Sunday.
Yes.
Everybody was off, and there's access to the beach as well as the castle, so that parking lot just got full fast.
Yes. It really did. But it was a beautiful day, so the beach was really popular. It was a gorgeous day.
Yeah, and if it wasn't popular that day, Easter Monday is also a holiday.
That is a big deal.
It was at least as popular, if not more packed.
Yeah, it was more packed.
On Easter Monday.
We were surrounded by other RVs, so it's not like we were in the way or we weren't where we weren't supposed to be. It was a great, and I highly recommend it. It was flat and very comfortable.
Yeah, I got out Easter Sunday night and took a couple of pictures out there, but then Easter Monday, after a lot of the crowd left, we went down, we took a walk on the beach and the sunset and stuff. And leave a comment if you're getting tired of sunset pictures. I don't know how you could. But we have seen some gorgeous sunsets so far, so
beautiful.
I got to take pictures and video of them. So, and then Tuesday, things really calmed down. The parking lot was pretty empty on Tuesday. And
that's when we decided to go to the castle.
Yes.
And we went into the castle. It was too busy on Monday. There was too many people, and we have salsa, and And
we did it in 2 trips, basically, because we went and we did all the outside parts where we had salsa with us. So we could see all those parts because they don't allow dogs into the interior museums.
Yes.
So I think we took her back. We had lunch or something.
Yep.
And then we went back and we did the inside museums.
Yep. She stayed in the camper.
Yep. Nice and cool with the vents and everything open. It wasn't a very warm day.
We're always very careful of her.
Yes. So the first little museum you go into really concentrates on
a shipwreck.
That it was a shipping port.
Yes.
How they built the ships. These huge jugs that they used.
They had there were several shipwrecks outside of this port, and they were able to recover them, and these huge jugs that held olive oil and wine and fish sauce. We don't know what that is. But fish sauce.
Obviously the three main things to live on in Italy at the time.
They were huge.
So, and then the other museum part that we went into really concentrated on the history of the castle. It changed hands lots of times, lots of different people lived in it. And really took you through all the history. The part that you liked were all the dresses.
They had dresses from every
era,
yes. And
much to your disappointment,
it got a little uncomfortable when they had a 1970s and a 1980s.
And they even had 90s too. So
this was in a museum.
You don't like seeing stuff you grew up with in a museum.
No.
It kind of hit you hard, doesn't it?
That hit me.
But they had other stuff in there like the knights and other stuff. Had some older guns that I've always heard them called blunderbusses, but they had that in there too. So, and then kind of the third and final part that we went to was kind of like a conference area, but it had this glass floor.
Yes, it showed you what was underneath because the castle was built on top of ruins. Basically.
So you could see like the crypts and stuff where they buried the people, and they even had like a little exhibit of a crypt there too.
Yes, they did.
In the museum. So that was pretty much it, because that was Tuesday, and Wednesday we had to get on the ferry to leave.
On the ferry.
So we headed up further north to the town that is the port town that's Civitavecchia or something like that. It's a long word. I'll put it on the screen if it'll fit. So we went up there because we had like three things that we wanted to do. We wanted to do laundry. We drove past the laundromat. And we didn't have any place to park, so we didn't stop there.
So we didn't do laundry that day.
So then we tried to find the place to get rid of the gas bottle, and we apparently drove right past it and didn't know it. So we ended up at the gas station that also had camper services. So we
took care of Cousin Eddie.
We filled up with gas. We took care of Cousin Eddie. We drained the gray tank, what was in it. We were going to get water, but the only water spigot they had was the same one that they used to clean out the toilet cassettes.
I don't like that.
Which
no,
I can pull off and use our hose, and it would probably be fine. But we decided,
I didn't like it.
She nixed it, so we didn't get water. So we waited there. We had lunch. Tried to waste a little bit of time for the afternoon, because the ferry wasn't going to leave until 11:30 was it, something like that. So we didn't think we'd be able to line up or anything until probably 8 o'clock. Maybe get our tickets at 5. We weren't sure. So we found the gas place. Older couple. And I'll put the name of the gas company on the screen. Very nice people. They didn't speak a lot of English, but we were able to get it down that they took the Italian bottle that we were on, and that's the bottle that we bought when we first came into Italy in like November or something like that. So we just kept getting it refilled in Albania and stuff, and so we had to get rid of it because we don't need it, because we're going into Spain, and we're going to have to get another bottle there. And I plan on doing like a little video on what we did on our gas situation, so look for that. That'll be one of our shorts that we do. So we got rid of the bottle. We went down to where the ticketing office was for the ferry.
Little confusing, but we found it.
We finally found it. Finally found a parking space right in front too. That was a lucky thing.
That was lucky.
Motorcycle was sticking out, but
kind of pulled right in tight.
We
couldn't get the camper door open. We had to get out our front doors, and he had to get out my door.
And so this was the terminal there was actually like a terminal. It wasn't just like a outdoor office, walk-up window or whatever.
This was a you go inside terminal. Had a restaurant.
Went in there, got in line, and waited. There was one couple there that had like 100 passports.
And he had them stacked up.
A bus group, I guess it was.
Yes, a bus group is all we could figure. I mean,
so we got up there, we got our tickets, and we got everything that we needed for the camper and for the dog and for us.
And the neat thing about the tickets, they're your room key
they gave us our key card. With it too.
It's a paper ticket that's got your key card on it. So we didn't have to go to reception first to get the key.
And we'll hit on that convenience in our next video where we actually get on the ferry and we go. But so then we went to try to find where we were supposed to stage.
Yes.
And it wasn't really where we thought it was. We got waved into this other lot.
Right.
Where we waited.
After
waiting in line for our tickets as well. So listen to the word waited. And we waited there for a while, and then they moved us, because I thought, the boat that we could see was the ferry we were going to get on, but it wasn't.
Nope.
We drove, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 kilometers down along the port.
And there were several of them lined up.
Into another parking lot.
And we waited.
It looked like what they call lorries here, which we would call semi-trucks.
Yep.
They were on first, and then the motorcycles, and then the cars, and then the campers went on. So we're going to leave kind of that part of the story there, and we'll start with the ferry trip on our next video. But before we go, I just wanted to get your thoughts on Italy, since we're leaving Italy.
Oh my.
So
Italy was kind of a mixed bag for me. I had watched a lot of Instagram and all the places that you were supposed to go and things you were supposed to see.
You had really high expectations.
I had really high expectations.
Yeah, maybe too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't come in as high.
Yeah.
However, I did like southern Italy. I absolutely loved
Sicily.
Sicily.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
And it's not just because we went to IKEA.
No. I really liked Sicily. It had really, for being an island, had a very open feel. It wasn't as crowded. The garbage there wasn't as much garbage around on the streets and in the, grassy places. But overall, oh my gosh, I learned how to make a sauce with something called passata.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And there are million different kinds of pasta in the grocery store.
Yeah. Entire aisles, both sides, full of different pasta. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably what we're going to miss the most, because we like pasta.
Oh, we love pasta. Yep. And it was wonderful.
Yep.
So yes.
I think for me, and we kind of mentioned this earlier, that it grew on me as we were there.
I think we got used to it. At first it was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah. I mean, I know we liked the first kind of day we were there because it was nice and warm, and we had just been through Switzerland, where it was freezing and snowing. But then the first few places we stayed just really didn't feel the vibe. I think we didn't really get a good feeling until we stayed at Marostica. We liked that. Venice, we enjoyed Venice.
We liked Venice,
but I think our expectations were a little
high,
higher or a little off.
Yes.
For that.
But Venice was great. Even with the dog, taking the dog with us, it was really special.
And then we started hitting places that we didn't really know about or mark. Like San Marino. Gargano National Park.
We liked Gargano.
We really enjoyed that, and like I said, as we got further south, and then of course the big thing that we were hoping for, and then became a surprise, was meeting with Andre and Lisa from We Will Nomad.
And that was great.
That was a great.
Yeah, we really had a good time.
And then, of course, Italy was kind of broken up because we went over to Albania and Montenegro for 3 months to do our shuffle out.
And I have to say, when we came back and it was spring, I liked it better.
Yes.
The weather was better. It was warmer. The sun was shining. So I'm kind of a weather person.
And I kind of think, well, maybe we hit better places to stop at too. But
we were a little more practiced.
I think we're getting a little bit better at it.
When we were in the beginning, the first 6 months, really, you're just kind of trying to find your groove. You're trying to figure out how to do this and do it in a way that you're enjoy. And it seems like when we first entered Italy and came down the front side, we were moving all the time. We were just go. Okay, we'll see this, but go. And when we came out this other side, when we came back from Albania, we could slow down a little bit more and take drive for a day and then take 2 days,
Yep.
3 days to just kind of chill.
Yeah, there were a few places when we first were in Italy that we stopped at and stayed that now I think maybe we'd try to see if we could find another place to stay as well. So, but yeah, like I said, if I had to capsulate it, got better with time.
Yep.
More and more that we did it. And even when we came out of Sicily back to the mainland, the few places that we've stayed up until we left, I really enjoyed as well too.
But next up,
and Pompeii, I mean,
Pompeii
was the big.
Great.
I mean, we ended on a high note with Pompeii, I think.
A really high note.
Yep. We are about to board the ferry and head over to Spain.
Check out a new country.
And that's country number 10 on this trip. So that will be our next Empty Nest Adventures
TV.